Today we're getting the public IP address from Amazon Workstations with a little scripting. Let's go on air. Hey everybody, this is Tom, Tom's Tech Show, and I recently had a task to try and put up some Amazon Workstations that enables you to kind of control, better what, maybe contractors or some external people kind of are using and connecting to, so that they don't take data away. You can do some interesting things with Workstations. You can block the clipboard. You can block local printing so that they can't copy and paste information in and out of that workspace, or they can't take a document and print it locally, so that they can kind of take that information. Now, you can't do everything. I mean, they can display that information and take a screenshot, but that's more extreme intent. But at least you're doing something to try and block, that copy and paste kind of thing. So we have these Workstations, and in order to apply them to firewall security groups and firewall rules and things like that, I would need to know the IP address. Well, you'd have to go to, as each person logs in, you have to go and tell them, run, what's my IP in the browser, and then be able to get that and come in and then send it back to you. But I prefer a much more automated way that when they log in, boom, it automatically updates a text file with the IP address. Then I can go run scripts on that text file and pull those IP addresses out so that I can run other scripts and post those in other places. So we started with our environment, of course, we have a colo space, and then we have the Amazon Workstation space, and those are connected by an IPsec tunnel so that I have access to the domain controllers and be able to log people in and join these workspaces to the domain. It all works pretty seamlessly. I can assign users in Active Directory to a specific workspace, and then they just log in and they get that workspace. Nice thing about Workspaces is if it's only a temporary box that some employees might need, you're not buying a complete computer for them. And if they only use it maybe 2 or 3 hours a week, the rest of the time it goes off. And it's not used, and it's not running, churning up AWS costs, other than maybe a little teeny tiny few pennies for, storage. So it's not too bad of a solution for something like that. Okay, so let us look at our workspace here. Pull it up and go to the script. Okay, here we go. Now, I have this script that runs on the workspace. So the script is basically, it creates a file name. That's the first line here. It's creating a file name. That's the workspace, which is the computer name plus text. So I know that's going to be unique. It's kind of randomly generated. It's going to be fairly unique. So I know that files aren't going to be overwritten. Then there's a site out on the internet called ipinfo.io, and you can connect and get it in different formats, like XML. I'm using the JSON version, and then it's going to pull that IP address from it. Then we do the add content command to the workspace file with just the IP address. So every time they log in or connect, it's going to update that file with the new IP address. So once I had that done, then I came over here to the task scheduler. Now in task scheduler, I have it called post IP address. So that's what we're doing, post IP address. And our trigger is on connection to user session. So when they remotely connect, or the event 4648. I noticed that the on connection didn't seem to work all of the time for some reason. I don't know if it's when it powers up and logs in, it has different connection types, but this on event log security source Microsoft Windows Security Auditing event 4648 worked all of the time. So whenever that appears in the Windows event log, boom, it's going to post my IP address. Now the action that I'm taking is of course running PowerShell, but I'm placed this file, this script that I want, because I want to be able to update it if I want to do something else. If there's any problems or edits that I need to do, I want to be able to distribute that to everyone quickly. So that's why I put it in the sysvol of scripts folder in the domain controller. So it's always going to be there on that sysvol, so everybody can access that when they log in. Boom, it automatically runs that and posts the IP address. So what does that look like? Okay, so if we go here to my toolbox where I post this and I do a list of files, I get these Amazon ASAMZN files, which are the names of the Amazon Workspace computers. So, and I can run one quick easy command to get all of those IP addresses out. So we do quickly a for each. So for each of the file names, get the file name from that's in the list, but I just want the name. And then I do get content, which reads the file, reads the content of the file, and then I say get unique, so that it's only going to get me the unique IP addresses. If there's like 30 of them of the same thing, I don't want that. I just want, boom, the IP addresses that are in there that are unique. So there we go. We have a list of all of the IP addresses that these workspaces are using, and I can go take those and I can update security groups. I can update firewall rules. Some of these I'm building into scripts in order to do, post that information other places. So, and if we create, the nice thing is as I create more workstations and more workspaces out there, I don't have to do anything, right? From this point, it's in my template. I just go and create the Amazon workspace. It automatically has that command in there for when the box starts, and boom, I'll get another text file and I'll get the new IP address. I never had to call anybody. I didn't have to, bother anybody, or if it changes, I don't have to get the error from them saying I can't connect, right? Because that's the thing that you don't want to have happen is somebody log in. You're on vacation, someone logs in, and they get a new IP address, and they can't do anything. Well, if they log in, it gets a new IP address, and the system updates by itself, then boom, you're fine, right? You don't have to come and do anything. It's all automated. You can get all that published and pushed out by scripting wherever it needs to be. Okay, well, that's how it is, how it gets connected and set up, and how I get those IP addresses. If you have any questions about this, I will be posting, like as always, I post all my scripts in my Bitbucket account for Tom's Tech Show, and that one is always linked in the description below. If you want to use these and, manipulate them and do what you want with them, that's, very welcome for you to share. All right, so okay, well, that's it for today. Thanks for watching, and if you have any questions, like always, comment and share the video, and thanks for watching. Take care.